You need vegetables to be healthy. We've all heard it from our moms, our doctors, our Pinterest boards. But what if that advice, though well meaning, isn't the whole truth? Today, we're unpacking one of the most popular myths about carnivore, that you must eat plants to get your nutrients your body needs. This episode is especially for women over 40 who are dealing with brain fog, fatigue, and hormone chaos and are wondering if meat alone is really enough. And don't miss the faith-filled bonus tip at the end, because we're not just healing our bodies, we are rebuilding confidence, clarity, and trust in God's design. Let's talk about nutrient density versus bioavailability. Yes, plants have nutrients on paper, but bioavailability is the key. Bioavailability equals how much nutrients your body can actually absorb and use. Spinach has iron, but it's not heme iron, which has a much lower absorption rate than the heme iron found in red meat. Carrots contain beta carotene, not actual vitamin A. Your liver has to convert it, and many women, especially over 40, convert poorly. Plant foods are packed with phytates, oxalates, lectins. These are anti-nutrients. They block or interfere with your body's ability to absorb things like calcium, zinc, and magnesium. Here's a pro tip. You're not what you eat, you're what you absorb. When I was eating clean, I still had brittle nails, low energy, and anxiety. And I was eating a rainbow, but not absorbing a thing. Once I started getting real vitamin A from liver, heme iron from beef, and B12 from animal fats, things changed. Brain fog lifted, sleep deepened, and strength returned. Why meats nourish you better? Let's zoom in on animal foods. Ruminant meats like beef and lamb are packed with exact amino acids, fats, and minerals your body needs. Organs like liver, heart, and kidney are literally nature's multivitamins if you can tolerate them. Even just eating muscle meat, salt, and fat gives you more absorbable nutrients than a typical plant-heavy diet. I wanted to go back to the liver that I just mentioned. Liver is something that my husband and I, not every time we buy meat, but we try to get it processed into our hamburger or turkey burger. And that's one way that we're able to tolerate it. And you can't taste a thing. But I wanted to talk about eggs. Eggs are an incredible source of choline, selenium, and biotin. Also think of it as date. They have vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin K, and vitamin E. They're very well rounded and just very much a multivitamin in and of themselves. Salmon has omega-3s, B12, iodine, and ribeye, creatine, carnosine, zinc, iron, saturated fat for hormone support. And a quick comparison, 100 grams of cooked spinach has about 3.6 milligrams of iron, which is non-heme, and 100 grams of cooked beef liver has 6.2 milligrams of iron, heme, plus A and D, B12, copper, and more. It's not just more nutrient dense, it's more human compatible. And God made it that way. We're not cows with four stomachs. We're created to thrive on animal foods. So the faith angle, clarity is not confusion. Let's talk about food confusion and faith. In Genesis 9:3, after the flood, God says, everything that lives and moves about will be food for you, just as I gave you the green plants. I know I give you everything. This is after the fall, after the flood. And he's saying meat is for you now. We have been bombarded with mixed messages. Eat the rainbow. Don't eat red meat. Fat is bad. No, wait, it's good. Carbs are life. No, carbs are the devil. God is not the author of confusion, you guys. 1 Corinthians 14:33. But if something is truly good for you, it should bring clarity, not chaos. When I asked the Lord for wisdom, he didn't lead me to another influencer's meal plan. He led me to stillness, to simplicity, to real food that doesn't lie. James 1:5 says, if any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously, and it will be given to you. Friend, your body isn't broken. You're not crazy. You're just inflamed. And the healing starts when you stop fearing food and start trusting what God created. What about fiber diversity in plant medicine? Let's address a few more objections, but what about fiber? We'll dive deep into that in the next episode, but spoiler alert, you don't need fiber to poop. Don't we need diversity in food? Diversity sounds good, but when your gut's inflamed, you need simplicity and stability, not variety. I thought the same things, you guys. And aren't some plants medicinal? Yes, but medicine is used short term, not as a daily meal. Many plants are used in ancient cultures as medicine, which often means they do something, but they're not always safe long term. Your body was designed to be nourished consistently by what stabilizes, not stimulates. Here's the bonus tip I promised. It's not just about what you remove, it's about what you restore. When I finally stopped chasing health fads and started trusting God and simplicity, I didn't just feel physically better, I felt mentally clear. I stopped obsessing over food. I stopped feeling guilty when I didn't have a balanced plate. And sister, carnivore isn't about doing something extreme. It's about going back to what's essential. And when you stop chasing variety, you start receiving peace. If you have felt pressured to eat plants just because they're healthy, I hope today's truth sets you free. The nutrients your body needs are in the foods God designed, simple, whole, and deeply nourishing. If you've already ditched the greens, let me know what you've noticed. Drop your questions below. I might feature them in the next video. In the next episode, we're talking about fiber, so buckle up. We're going there. See you in the next one.